Greetings and welcome to Bitbucket channel. My name is Matt and I'll be your host. Today we've got some Kerbal space program. I've added a few mods to this. I'm going to put a list down in the description of the mods that I've got installed here. And it's the first time I've played these mods together. So if I run into any difficulties, you'll be the first to know. Now, if you're not familiar with Kerbal Space Program, I'm sorry. It really is a great game. You should really look up some more videos there on YouTube. It is a virtual space program with these cute little guys named Kerbals, building rockets and launching rockets, and exploding rockets when things go wrong, hopefully not killing too many Kerbals in the process. So we get some contracts here so that we can get started. There's two different types of currencies in the game. One is science points, which will let us unlock the tech tree here and get larger and better, more powerful rocket parts. And then funds, or monies as I like to call them, which will be used for paying for rocket parts to build our rockets and upgrading our facilities. So we've got a couple of contracts here to do. First is gain an altitude record of 18 kilometers. So let's give that a shot here. We're going to start off with a probe core so that we have some type of command and control. And add a fuel tank. Oh, nope, we won't. We don't have any liquid fuel engine, so we're going to add a solid rocket booster here instead. Right. Anything else we've got there? Ooh, we've got a... Ooh! We have access to our KOS programmable flight computer already. Awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Structural element. Nose cone. Let's put a nose cone on the top there just for aerodynamic purposes. What's that? Procedural battery. Okay. Oh, and we can even do some science right off the bat. Let's do that. Okay, first things first, we'll put our Kerbal engineering system part on there, which will give us some in-flight data. Very, very handy. And we'll put some science instruments on here. We'll put 4 barometers and 4 thermometers to start off with. See where that gets us, and we'll put an antenna on there so that we can transmit our science data back to base. Since we're not going to be able to recover this vessel, we have absolutely no parachutes, which means we're going to go up and then come plummeting back to Earth rather quickly. Put some fins on there for a little bit of stability. So, let us take this rocket out and see if we can get some science data right off the bat and maybe even get an altitude record. First off, though, let's look here at the thrust-to-weight ratio. This is what's going to give us an idea of how fast our rocket's going to accelerate. If the thrust-to-weight ratio is below 1, our rocket is not going to get off the ground. That means it weighs more than the thrust that it generates. If it's above 1, it means our rocket is going to make it off the ground because it's producing more thrust than it weighs. The higher the thrust-to-weight ratio is above 1, the faster it's going to accelerate. That's a little high. That's 6 times its weight. That's pretty fast. So let's drop the thrust here and see if we can drop that down to, whoop, that's too far. About 2, maybe? 3? Let's go 3. 2.5. 2.6. Looks good. Alright. Let us give that a go. Okay, here we are on the launch pad. It's a rather sparse-looking launch pad to start off the game, but we will be upgrading that shortly. Yes, indeed. Up here we have the Kerbal engineering system display, giving us some vital flight statistics. And we'll turn off the thermal display for now. We don't need that. And let us launch this sucker. 3, 2, 1. Turn on the stability assist to keep us pointing upward, hopefully. Hopefully. And off we go. 200 kilometers per second. We are crossing 2 kilometers in altitude. Our apoapsis, which is the highest point of our orbit, in this case a suborbit, since we're not going to be making it into space, is looking 12 kilometers. We're passing that now. Looks like we're going to make our altitude record first try. Excellent. Excellent. Let's get some science data here. Log the pressure. We'll keep that for now. And log the temperature. And we'll keep that for now. Ooh, we are even going to get out of the atmosphere. Wow. Unbelievable. We are going to attain an altitude of approximately 90 kilometers, which will be outside the atmosphere. Wonderful. Log some more pressure data and temperature data. As soon as we make it outside the atmosphere, we can extend our antenna. Oh, there it goes. And transmitting that data back for science points. Did we transmit it all? Looks like we may have. And as soon as we exit the atmosphere here, we're going to do a little more science and get some more science points. See what this says. Contract completed. Gained an altitude record of 18 kilometers and 3 science. And we've launched our first vessel, broken some speed records. For more monies. Yay, monies. Okay, as soon as we hit 70 kilometers here, we will be outside of the atmosphere. Hello, there's a spaceport down there. Okay, and we are outside the atmosphere, so we can do some more science. Pressure data, transmit that back. Log temperature, transmit that back. Can we do that again? Nope. It's not going to do us any good, so we shall wait. Okay, we'll turn off stability assist and let the aerodynamics have their way with us as we peak and then drop back to the atmosphere. Escape the atmosphere. We've reached space for 8 science and some more monies and a bunch of, I forget what that's called, fame or renown or something like that. And more rewards. Okay, I'm just going to speed up time here so we don't have to hang out. Whoop, there we go. As we get back into the atmosphere. If we can get some more science. Nope, it's not going to do us any good. Temperature? Nope. Okay. Alright, now let's speed up time a little bit more here. Plummet to Earth, or to Kerbal, rather. Let's check our science instruments. Yep, there's some more science. We'll transmit that. Log a temperature, transmit that. Nope, that one's been used. Can only use these instruments once, looks like. Yeah, I think we've used everything. Okay. Hopefully that's not a bug. I don't think it is. Pretty sure that's why I put 4 of them on there in the first place. Alright. It's, not dilly-dally. Let's get back to Earth and do our next mission. Bam! Spectacular success. Alright. And there's a few flight statistics for our mission. 6 minutes and 45 seconds that mission lasted. Great. And we've broken a land distance record for more monies. Perfect. Love it. Now let's go back to the Space Center. Alright, and we have acquired 29 science with our first mission. Excellent. See if we can unlock some parts. Yes, we can. Wonderful. So we got here. Ooh, we got hybrid rockets, more science instruments, stack decoupler, some nose cones, batteries, liquid fuel, some plane parts. Oh, science instruments. That is what we want right now. The more science instruments we have, the faster we're going to acquire science points to unlock more parts. So, I think we're going to get the decoupler so we can build bigger rockets. Let's go ahead and get the nose cones and stuff. It's only 1 science anyway. And we'll grab this one and this one, everything we can here. And what do we have here? We'll sell parachutes. We're going to need those. But we're not going to have enough science points to acquire those. Oh! Airstream protective shell. That would be nice to have. And our first liquid-fueled engine. That's going to be necessary eventually for efficiency sake. Liquid fuel engines tend to be, at least before these modifications I added, the liquid fuel engines tend to be more efficient than the solid rocket boosters. But let's use what we've got so far and gain some more science. Let's see what contracts Gene has at the Mission Control Center. Orbit Kerbal, we can take that one. We're not going to be able to actually fulfill that contract just yet. Focused survey. No. There we go. We can haul a parachute into orbit. Or into flight, rather. Haul a stack separator into... Oh, we don't have enough. We can only have 3 contracts, and we have all of those slots filled, so let's work on that. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Manned altitude record of 18 kilometers. We're not going to be able to do that for a while. We don't have a manned capsule available. Orbit Kerbal, it's going to take us a while to do that one as well. But we can haul a parachute into flight. Alright, so let's find the parachute here. There it is. Replace our nose cone with the parachute, like so. And let's see what other science instruments we have. Oh, yes. So, we can use a magnetometer here. Let's get rid of these guys. there it is. So we'll get some magnetometers on there. For more science. Stick 4 of them on there. And some seismic accelerators. 4 of those on there as well. Okay. And I think that will do it. Is that all we want? Yeah, I think that'll do it for now. Alright. Let's see, can we make our booster any bigger? Yes, we can. So we can go higher. We might actually be able to put a probe in orbit. Whoop. Take that off of there. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Okay, here we are at the launch pad with our Mark 16XL parachute. We're going to haul into orbit. And let's go ahead and launch this thing. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Mission failure! Mission failure! Forgot to check our staging. We started the rocket and released the parachute at the same time. I'm surprised we're not crashing yet. This is incredible. See what happens if we turn on the stability. Nothing. Doesn't help us at all. Wow, we were just kind of hovering and spinning and we're about to run out of fuel. See if we can get some science data. Can we get the barometer? Oh! Come on, barometer. No, missed it. Ah! I can't do it. Alright, we'll wait for the fuel to burn out. Alright, now we can get seismic data. No, it can't. Unbelievable. Huh. It's kind of weird. Oh well, we'll be able to recover our craft. It's going to survive. Can recover the vessel. And give it another shot. This time we're going to fix the staging so that the parachute does not deploy upon launch. Ah! But we did get 5 science for that apparently successful mission. Wonderful. And for recovering the vessel, we got 120,000 funds. So let's give that another try. And launch. Okay, here we are back at the launch pad again. This time we're going to fix our staging so the parachute does not deploy on launch. And turn on the stability assist. And 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Yay. Now let's see if we can get some seismic data. Nope, that must have to be done outside the atmosphere. I can't remember how that piece of science gear works. Obviously. And let's angle ourselves off just a touch toward the water. Oh, I should not have removed those pressure sensors and thermometers. That'll learn me. We could have got some science data over the water. Oh well. Let's see if we can get a telemetry report for some science. Excellent. Keep that. We are heading away from the Space Center now, on a suborbital trajectory. Hopefully we'll make it outside the atmosphere again, but it's not. Oh, it's going to be close. And we made it. Excellent. Oh, just barely. No! Oh, and because of friction with the atmosphere, our apoapsis has dropped back down. But that's okay. We're still going to get a good suborbital flight out of this. However, we're not going to be able to use our magnetometer booms because they will not deploy inside the atmosphere. But we did get a land distance record, and I think we'll probably get another one here by the time we touch down or splash down. So let's speed up time a little bit here and turn off the stability assist. And we are almost to the apoapsis of our suborbital flight here. And we're going to try deploying the magnetometer boom just for the heck of it. Nope, it won't let us. Okay. Let us do the... Nope. Okay. Huh. Alright, coming back down now. Oh, another distance record, I bet. Yep. 32 kilometers from the spaceport. From the Space Center. And I'm going to watch our parachute icon here. When that thing turns gray, it will be safe to deploy our chute. It's going to go from red to yellow to gray. There it is. And we're going to, just to speed things up, we're going to wait until we get a little bit closer to the surface before we deploy the chute. Probably around 1.5 to 2 kilometers. We'll pop the chute. Coming down now. Just 2 kilometers. One kilometer, popping the chute. That should slow us down. For a nice gentle splashdown in Kerbal's Ocean. See if we can get another telemetry report here. Let's transmit that one. Nope, it's not going to do us any good. And we have another contract complete. We have tested our parachute, hauling it into orbit over Kerbal. And let's speed up time a little bit. Get us to splash down and get on with the next mission. This time I think we're going to increase the length of our rocket just a touch more. Give us a little bit more thrust to get us well outside the atmosphere this time. and add those science instruments back, those barometers and thermometers, and see if we can't get some more science data. And there we are. See if we can get a telemetry report. Nope. Okay, so we're going to recover that vessel and move on to the next contract. Okay, here we are. We splashed down in the ocean for 1,200 funds. Got a little bit of science that time. Let's see if we can unlock anything. We might be able to... structural parts, don't really need those right now. Modular wing parts, don't really need those right now. Could use these stability parts. The protective shell. Landing strut will be handy when we go to the moon. Here we have some more science instruments. We're going to go for the science. Nope, still not quite enough for that. Almost enough for our liquid fuel engine and a radial decoupler. So we'll have to do another contract. Let's see what else we can do. Haul a stack separator into flight. We can do that. And that's all we can do right now. Okay. Let's see if we can upgrade the, we can upgrade the mission control facility. And that will give us access to more contracts. So, let's see. Don't really want to do these parachute test flights because that we might be able to do that one. That might be a safe deployment altitude and speed. Some of these require you to deploy parachutes at unsafe altitude, which means you got to carry more than one if you want to make it back alive. Which is fine. We're kind of short on money right now. Test hybrid rocket booster at the launch site. We can do that one too. That'll give us some quick science. So let's move on over here to the launch pad and actually let's go to the VAB for a minute and we'll construct our hybrid rocket test vehicle. And we'll put some science instruments on there too, just while we're there to get a little bit of science. I think we have to use the stock part. Test hybrid rocket booster. Yep, that's the one. Okay, and we'll put a probe core up here. Actually, let's start the probe core on there first. Grab that. Okay, there. Then that. Okay, and we'll get some science gear. And we'll put a thermometer. And a barometer. And what's that? Is that it? I thought we got a goo container somewhere. Oh, no, we didn't have enough, science to unlock that. No, it's not going to let us use that, and it's not going to do that. So let's put the antenna on here. And let's drop the thrust down. And drop the fuel down. I think we can actually launch it with 0 fuel. Oh, we'll do that. Okay, to the launch site! Now, I don't think we've done the science sitting on the launch pad yet, and it'll give us a little bit of science there, and then we can head over to the runway, which is its own separate little biome, and gather science there. We'll keep that, log the pressure data, keep that, and we can transmit it. Maybe. Transmit data, come on. Transmit the data. Yay, okay. And 3, 2, 1, go! And there we've completed our contract on the ground. So now we can recover the vessel, even though our engine's still running. That's okay. Alright, and I think we will call that our first episode. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed Kerbal Space Program. I'll see you again real soon.